Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for coming to join me today. I just want to do some work on my other accordion journal that I've been making. And this is the challenge from my friend Amy Crafty Cat, or the collaboration I should say. I've finished the, I've put it somewhere. It's actually being wrapped up to send to its new owner. But I finished my accordion journal, but I did start a Christmas one in the style of Amy's. So I just want to work on that. I did a couple of pages with you when I first started this, and it was a couple of weeks ago probably. So I've only decorated 2 pages. Just some extra paper on there. And all the else that I've done since you were with me is I've collaged on the pages, and I've used Amys Rustic Christmas mostly in it, and I've also put some washi down the edges because I was worried about them cracking, but I've only put it on one side, on the side that folds. So I haven't done anything else, but I've got a couple of ideas about what I'd like to do, and so I'm just going to crack on and decorate it, and you can let me know if you like it or not. I've got all sorts of bits and pieces that I've kind of found in my Tim Holtzy bits, and then I'll make some tags and things as well using Amy's kits. And I've also got the Christmas collage papers from Julie at the Old Design Shop. That's 3 sheets of that. They're like the Tim Holtz collage papers, and there's 3 pages of those, so I've got those to play with as well. I was thinking on the back page, I quite like to put something like these people. It looks as if she's sitting on something, so it looks as if I'm going to need something to sit on. And hopefully I have sorted out my phone issue. I hope this records okay. My eldest son has given me his old phone, and I've put my SIM card in that, and it appears to be working, and I'm crossing my fingers that you've not got noise. Unwanted noise, I should say. I've got a little few bits of Tim Holtz here. I thought if I glued them on sort of across, you know, sort of down here and across, they could be a tuck spot in there. So that's what I was thinking. We've got admit 1. She could be sitting on admit 1, couldn't she? And we've got peppermint drops. She could be sitting on the peppermint drops. Maybe. I quite like that. I didn't know whether to have her sitting on. It'd be a bit prickly sitting on holly, wouldn't it? Get rid of the holly, Carol. She could be sitting on a little bench. I do quite like the idea of peppermint drops. Oh, I am cold today, folks. Admit 1 and peppermint drops. Do I want to do that? 43rd Street, 34th Street, or 74th Street, Broadway? I think I like that one. Season's compliments. This will be the back page. I think I like those up there, so shall I start with them? Put a bit of inky doo round them. Let's do that. So how are you all doing? These have been great fun. I put the washi tape down the crease only because I was worried about it, well, tearing, I suppose. I don't know how strong it is. Season's compliments. We're going to have season's compliments, aren't we? So yeah, so I thought it was a good idea to add the washi tape, and I don't have any Christmas washi tape, so I just used the alphabet number one that I had. Quiet, aren't I? And then I think we might have her sitting on that. Why not? Why not indeed? So let's glue that on, and then I'll cut the excess off. I haven't got much excitement to tell you today. 1 week to go till we get our little puppy. A little bit nervous, I have to say, about, you know, having a young pup. Very energetic, aren't they? I think that'll be all right on there. They're sitting on a peppermint, well, it's not a peppermint drop, is it? They're sitting on a peppermint post. These misters and misses with the kids. Been out, maybe they've been to see Santa. If I put them on there, I think you're not going to see the peppermint drops, are you? It's going to get hidden. Admit one. I do like the admit one. So I think I'm going to use admit one. Yep, we'll use that. Although they need more than one ticket. Or the little girl, maybe she's a little bit young to go and see Santa, so maybe it's the little boy that's going. I would imagine. I'm going to put that under there. And then they can sit on there. Oh, don't forget, Cara, you're not gluing them all the way, are you? No, you're not. You are going to glue them. I'm going to glue down his side. And across the feet. So that it leaves us a little place that we can tuck something in. Maybe a little letter to Santa or something. Although I am realising, actually, that this bit, they need to be stuck onto that bit, because you're not going to get a tag past that piece, because it will stick on the bumpy bit of the bar she's sitting on. So I'm going to put some glue on there, like that, and then put them on like that. And then hopefully that will be able to be used as a little tuck spot. I don't want to push anything in at the minute, and it will only be a little one, but I could put something in there. Definitely put something in there. So let's leave them to glue on there. What else was I thinking? I need to do something on these bits. I've got all sorts up here, folks, honestly. It's finding, oh, I've got some more of that there. I've just had a little lady. I've got that lady, but I just had another little girl. Oh, she's here. Here she is. I thought it would be nice. Am I on screen? I hope on screen and recording. Bonus. I thought it might be nice if we could have a little girl wishing us a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I think I want her glued on the side of that. Maybe I can get her hand on as well. Let's try. Glue's falling over. Sorry, I'm concentrating so hard, folks. I really am. Happy Christmas, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'm going to put that on there as a little tuck spot. I don't think I can glue a hand on there. She'll be okay. She will be okay. So I'm going to glue it on as a pocket across the bottom, round the girl. I want her to kind of stand on that bottom line. Let's just hold it on a minute. Lots of holding on going on here, folks. I think there was quite a few of you as well that joined in with Amy's collaboration. I've seen all sorts of really cool. So I'm just looking for a piece of paper just to see if I can work out whether this works as a tag. I've seen quite a lot of really cool accordion style journals being made. It's great when people join in. I'm only slightly worrying that it's not going to work as a tuck spot. Obviously not with this that I'm trying to put in there, but with something would fit. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? I'll just leave that in there for a minute, I think, just to, yeah, that does work. So that's a nice tuck spot just there. And then on the opposite page, I was thinking to use a Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho. He's a bit big. He's a bit big. I've got all sorts on my desk. Oh, that looks quite cool, doesn't it? Wishing you a Merry Christmas. Some paper somewhere. You know what it's like when you just scoop things up together. Everything goes all over the place. Sorry, folks. Of course, what I once disappeared off the face of the earth. But I was thinking that could be a tuck spot there, with some notepaper in. And I think I will. I think I like that idea. So I'll just put a bit of ink on the Merry Christmas, and then I think flip it over and perhaps have a look at what's happening on the other side. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. I don't know if I'll be doing a Christmas journal or not this year. I really love, Amy's bought a new kit out for Christmas, but I really, really want to have a go at an autumn journal. My seasons are going to be so mixed up, aren't they? But sometimes I think that you just have to go with what feels right for you. You know, if you're making something and you feel inspired by something, even if it's not the right time of year for it, does it matter? I don't want to think that it does. I had one of these, there it is. I had one of these that I had added a bit of paper to, and it's just 4 little sheets. This is vintage paper out of an old workbook. And I've just glued a very fine line across there just to put that piece of paper in it so it doesn't drop out. And I think that I would like to put that in here. Do I want it to go like that? Do I want to be able to tuck it at a kind of an angle? I guess as long as it kind of fits in. I know you can't see Wishing You a Merry Christmas till it comes out. I could do it like that. Maybe I'll do it like that. Yeah, I think I will. So I'm going to put some glue on Mr. Santa. If I put that in there, it will kind of show me where I can glue to. And that way you will see the Merry Christmas, Wishing You a Merry Christmas. Not very exciting for you watching me faff around like this, I suppose, is it? I'm going to leave that in there, and hopefully it won't glue shut. But it does just fit. It does just fit, and it doesn't seem to be sticking. Okay, that's going in there, and that will have a tag in there. That is too tall, but at least it reminds me I need to put a tag in there. Okay. No, that folds that way, doesn't it? I think I'm going to keep these out for a bit until I sort myself out. Put them in my little pot. Okay, come on, Carol. On this side, I wanted to make a pocket. I think I like it on there, and I wanted to put this little family on it. Maybe they need a sentiment behind them as well. Maybe they like peppermint drops. I like that pop of red actually. What do you think? Do we like that little pop of red on there? I don't think I want them to be a tuck spot. I think you can get over tucked. I'm just having a look in my little pot just to see if there is anything. Christmas tree ornaments, maybe they are like that. I like that one. There we go. Quick decision. So I'm going to stick that at the top there. That needs to be a pocket. Oh, that's the top now. It is now. So hubby's away this weekend. It's his last weekend of the year doing his reenactments. I went to see him yesterday. He's at a place called Papelwick. It's Papelwick Pumping Station, which is an old Victorian pumping station, and there's a reservoir at the top. And it used to, in the Victorian times, pump the water into the local villages. And it's obviously a steam pump, and it's still working, and it's amazing. It's quite fascinating to watch it. It kind of sucks you in as it's working, and it's so ornate, and the tiles around it are Art Deco, and there's herons and fish on the tiles. It's a sight to see, let me tell you. And it's not, they have events there quite regularly. And if you go to one of the events, you can get a ticket that you can use for the rest of the year. So it lasts for 12 months from when you first go. And that means that you get in free. It's a charity run events that they do. And it's amazing. It really, really is a sight to see. I want to put that on there so that we can still see that. I love that blue star there. So he's there with his Jeep and his group. And they're doing their 40s weekend. Oopsie. I like that. And then I'll put a journal card or something in there. So I'm not going to make them a tuck as well, because I think sometimes you can over tuck. And this, it's only card, isn't it? This accordion journal. It's not, I guess, is it the strongest? Not really. I mean, I've tried to reinforce the spiny bits. I think that's nice. So that's that one. Okay. I have a couple of envelopes that I've covered in the style of Amy, where she put stamps on. So I've done it with Christmas stamps on an envelope, and I was thinking that I might be able to fit them on somewhere. I think it would need to be the big one, wouldn't it? I know you're covering up the beautiful papers when you do this. I wanted to put them on like that, so that you've got a pocket there, and then you've got the pocket there. I think I'm going to glue this to the back so that it adds a bit of strength. And then that will be the pocket. On there. And I do want to add that one on there. So that would be a pocket there. And again, I'm not going to have pockets behind them. Oh, and I still haven't got my new glue, have I? Silly me. Silly, silly me. So if that goes there, that could go there. Just trying to make sure I've got some glue behind here so that that gets glued on. Glued, new word, glued on. And then I am going to glue this to within an inch of its life to make sure it doesn't come off. So these were just some little envelopes that I had. And I loved the idea where Amy covered them in a stamp. I think that was one of her 50 stack challenge. One of the earlier ones of this time where the prompt was stamp. Come on, glue, don't fail me now. We can do this. And I didn't have many Christmas stamps, but I had a few and there were just enough to cover these little envelopes. That'll do, that'll do. Oopsie daisy. That might need holding on for a minute or so. I will go around and check afterwards that everything's glued on. Oh, it's going to start raining soon today. This is the Sunday. I'm not sure when you'll see this video. Oh, I like that. So each turn of the page you get something. Oh, nothing. You get something to see, don't you? I like that. Then going back the other way, I have a Tim Holtz frame that says Merry Christmas. What have I got? How many more do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got a couple of pockets that I want to put on. Oh, I quite like that one on there. This was one that I did as part of the 50 stack challenge. I'm going to put that on there because I like that you can see Christmas tide. Yeah, I'm going to stick that one on there. I really am running out of glue now. Squish that down the back. And that I made this as part of the 50 stack challenge. It was wallpaper and it made me giggle because it said, I put the label on it because it says decorative and attractive, and I thought those two gentlemen were. And I think I might want to put that in there. Oh, I can't because I want to use that on the other one. Oh, hang on. A Joyful Christmas, that could go there. That would work delightfully. Yes. Oh, loving that. Loving that. So my little boy, I've got this little boy. It says a Merry Christmas, and I want him to go on there. So I want him to go on the frame. Where would he fit? He doesn't fit on that one. Oh, he fits on that one, and I love the background then of that. I don't know if you can see that. So I am going to stick him on there. He's a lovely little boy, this one. Let's get that bit out. Where am I doing it? Bit of his head, bit of his arm, his leg. Let's do half his body. And do both his legs. A Merry Christmas. He is such a cutie. Get that rid of that on there. This is a frame from the Tim Holtz Christmas packet that I've got. And then I've added a gusset round it because sometimes they're very hard to stick things behind, I have found. So I do prefer to add a gusset, I have to say. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, and that is absolutely fine. Sorry, I'm so quiet at the minute while I'm gluing, aren't I? But I think that frames that bit rather delightfully on there. Squish it down. Just too cute, just too cute. And then I think that will... Ta-da! Don't you love it when things come together? I will put some fabric on that and I will leave that to dry, but that is going in there. So I've got a little collection now of things what are going to get stuck in places. How am I doing? Oh, I've had those two little girls. These two little girls I thought looked really cheeky. And I thought that it might be nice to try and sit them on these Christmas, I can't remember what they're called, my brain's just switched off. What have I got? Where have I got? Oh, I think they're quite nice on that red. I thought it might be nice to kind of sit them on that flower. How do I want it to be? Will they fit? I'd have to cut that bit off. Maybe I'd like them to go on a pocket and it says, "Dear Santa, I can explain," because I just think they look really cheeky. Maybe actually they just decorate the page, and do I need them to be a tuck? I'm just thinking, you know, sometimes it might be a bit difficult to get something down there and have it as a tuck spot. Oh no, it might not actually. I haven't got any of the bigger bits and pieces in there, but I think they look quite cute sat on that. Sat like that, I think. Yes, I want them sat like that. So I need to put some glue behind here. cutie pies, they are. Makes you wonder what they've been up to, doesn't it? Where else would they need gluing? Behind the legs. I think that I will snip off the bottoms, not their bottoms. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to glue. Let me just think again. Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. I'm going to move it down like that. Her little feet are not yet stuck. Come on, stick. Let's put that level so I can see what I'm doing. About there. I'm going to put it about there. So I'm going to glue round and about here. And then I might be able to stick a little something in there. Not a lot. Okay. I like that. And they need to explain to Santa what they've done. They must think that they're on the naughty list, mustn't they? This label is one from Mrs. Cog. I'm just going to make it, I'm distressing it, I'm upsetting it. I'm going to put that at the top. Dear Santa, I can explain. Wonder how many kids have written that letter starting, Dear Santa, I can explain. So that, I think I could stick something in. I might use a little bit of glue in this corner. But I think I could put a little something in there. Okay. Yep, something will go in there. I was wondering, what time are we on? 39 minutes. So I'll show you what else I'm kind of thinking about, but I want some of these to dry a little bit before I go charging ahead. I've got a couple of the pockets from Amys Rustic Christmas that I thought might be nice to go on. They would go there, wouldn't they? So I think they would go there. I've got a little bit here. Put those pockets there. I've got something that can go there that I need to find. Let's just fold it up and have a look at what we've got. You see, it soon does scrunch out, doesn't it? I've got a little one there. Oh, I need to cut that bottom of that leaf off, don't I? Ping. I've got this bigger one here. What I wanted to do was fold this. It's on the back as well. And I wanted to have it. Let me just fold it and see if I can figure out how it would work. I thought if I folded it that way and then folded it that way. This is from Artie Mays. And that it might tuck behind. I'd need to take some off. I'm going to try and cut it down because this has been puzzling me to see if I could actually get this to fit or get it to work. Oh, there comes the rain. Guess who's got a line full of washing? So if I put that on, it needs to be shorter than that, Carol. Let's just cut it shorter. So I thought if I could put that on as a belly band, that could pull out to write on. I think I'm going to just take a little bit more off just to make it easier. That would work, wouldn't it? So it would glue on there like that. Let's get it closer to you, Carol, and then I will let you all go. Will it fit on another one? Oh, it would fit there now. It might be nice to put it there then. So I think if I put this kind of in the middle, I think it would work. What do you think? If I was very careful with my glue and not put too much too high up. That won't be in the middle. I know it won't be in the middle. No such luck. That could go there like that. And that could go there like that. Okay. Are you with me so far? And that could slip under there. That works. That works. Don't you love it when it works? Just need to trim that little bit off there, don't I? And then I'll have to make sure that it is glued on nice and properly. Oh my goodness me. Okay, shall we just do a quick look through before? Okay, so it's getting full. Okay, so we go like that, like that. That's going to have that tree in there, like so. We've got that, and that's what we've just put in there. We've just slipped that in there. We've got that is a pocket, so that needs something in. Looks like they're looking at the Christmas tree, doesn't it? Then that opens. I need something on here. I was thinking of a gentleman leaning on those. I don't know. Those are two pockets there. Then on the back, that's a pocket. I'm going to put those girls on there. That flips out. I need something on there. That was a tuck for that other paper. That's a pocket there. There. So this is my accordion, and I have this pink ribbon that I was going to kind of just tie around it. That's not a row. That's not a bow. Forget it. So that's what I was doing. So I hope you like it. I've kept you 46 minutes. You are very patient with me. Thanks ever so much for joining me, folks. I really, really do appreciate it. And these I think could become very addictive very quickly and very easily. So I hope that you like it, and I will catch you all soon. Take care, folk. Bye.